call it to order?
They adjourned.
You can't adjourn a meeting before it's been called to order.
Did you call it to order?
No.
Okay, so they just said the meeting's not been called to order.
You need to leave.
No.
Call it to order and adjourn it.
So it's open meeting law in Arizona.
No.
Yeah.
We're making a request
Yeah, I
about the facility
understand
that they
that.
leave.
I understand that.
Yeah, we don't need to call it to order. We're just making a request.
So open
about
meeting
that.
law. So show me an open meeting law where you can do that.
The meeting's over, so.
The meeting never started. Yeah, so we can pull that up, and I mean, you're a sheriff, so I mean, you kind of got to
Like I
enforce the
said,
law.
why can't we just do it and adjourn
Oh,
it?
so who's this guy over here?
Oh.
Are you a board member, sir? Okay, so you know about open meeting law in Arizona, right? Okay, so you have to call the meeting to order and follow the agenda.
I'm going to refer you to the board president.
Who's the board president? Okay, so you know open meeting law in Arizona. Okay, are you following it right now? How? So if you've posted a meeting public, you don't have to ever call that meeting to order. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. I'm glad we got this documented, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's great.
I can't.
So aren't you the LD10 Republican chair? Supposed conservative. What do you have to say about this?
Sir, this is a nonpartisan location.
Mm-hmm.
I don't discuss
Chris
politics.
King, we've
Oh.
hired you for this position.
So you were elected to represent the
You're
people.
elected to represent the parents.
You're
in
not
this
representing the
hallway.
people right now.
I'm elected to represent the students and the staff of this district.
That's actually fully untrue.
Not true.
Untrue.
It is elected for.
Absolutely
Wow.
not.
That's the Republican Party for you right there, though.
Everybody, this is a meeting of the governing board. We've adjourned the meeting.
You didn't adjourn a meeting you never started.
We've adjourned the study session. And I'm not
Okay, so what time's
telling
the...
you is you're being asked to leave.
Okay, so what time is the open meeting?
So please leave now.
What time's the open meeting start?
Please leave.
No, I'm asking you a question. You're an elected. You work for the people. What time's the meeting start?
I'm elected.
Okay, so why is he talking?
Because he's the superintendent of the school.
So he doesn't run this meeting. So you run the meeting, and you're elected, and you work for the people. When does the meeting start?
We're not having a meeting today.
Was it posted publicly that there would be a meeting today?
I want to
Okay.
make sure you guys
So,
know that this is
I mean,
live
this-
streamed to the Purple
Yeah,
for
this
Parents
is amazing that
statewide
you're doing
right
this.
now.
You're doing this
Statewide.
publicly. It's amazing to see. I mean, this is something to witness. So I'm Patriot Party President Steve Daniels,
Justine
everyone that wants to get
Wozniak
that.
running for state senate in LD10.
President
And
of
this is
Purple for
LD10.
Parents.
Actually, this is not LD10.
Uh-huh. But we do have LD10 students here.
That's Chris King, LD10 GOP chair, right there.
Who just wanted to come and present a speech. Would you please listen to that?
He's not forced to. He doesn't like students.
They're walking out on the people.
Way to go there.
Let me
Bruce.
show you
Wow.
the Vail School District.
This is what you get down here. Garrett Lewis is going to love this in the morning.
Walking away.
I'll be on Garrett Lewis describing what I'm witnessing right now. John
Walking away from the people.
John Aiken. Okay.
You're not
A-
listening to
AITKEN.
the children who are here to speak.
Oh, this is going to be great on Garrett tomorrow.
I'll push forward. You hold on to mom.
Remember this on election day, people.
Parents of the Vail School District, you need to file a complaint against the school board for violating open meeting law. This is absurd. Wow.
Last board meeting had one parent. This board
Chris King, nothing to say over there. Way to represent the people, Chris.
Wow.
That's the GOP for you right there. He's literally a legislative district chairperson.
Wow.
He's a chairman of LD10 for the Republican Party. That's a supposed conservative right there who just walked out on the people. I just want everyone to know that. LD10 chair. Are you LD10? Who's LD10 in here? Anyone?
Who is? We have
It's
nobody.
unbelievable. This is what you get these days. This is your government walking out on the people. For what? What was their reasoning? Does anyone know what their reasoning was?
Robert's Rules of Order. Parliamentary.
They just don't want to hear it. They just don't want to hear from the people who elected them. Very interesting. Who are you guys with? Okay. I'll be on Garrett Lewis. I'll probably be on Garrett Lewis tomorrow morning talking about this. It's unbelievable. What's that?
I guess we're done.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Are they gonna come back?
the meeting starts at 7, so I'm waiting
They
until.
said they adjourned it, so we're assuming they're done.
Well, the meeting doesn't start till 7. It's posted publicly, so I say we wait here until at least 7 because they have to call a meeting to order to
I'm not
adjourn
going to
it.
argue about that. I mean,
They can
that's
start-
you
Well,
know.
I mean,
You do enforce the laws of the state of Arizona.
Yeah, within reason.
Actually, you guys are actually the
Within
ones that
reason,
should be.
And also too,
You guys are the constitutional law enforcement, so I appreciate you guys.
and
Yes.
also too, though, you know, we enforce the spirit of the law, not the letter of the law. So we're looking at things in.
Can you say that one more time?
In a way that we want to make everybody happy here. Okay.
You're trying to make people happy?
Yeah.
These people are elected to do a job.
And you have.
You're actually your boss is elected to do a job too. So right now you're actually condoning unlawful
I'm not condoning
acts.
anything. I'm not condoning anything. That's where you're incorrect. I'm saying there's a peaceful way to end this, and let's just end it.
We're
peacefully.
being very peaceable, but I feel like we need
They
to
walked
wait
out on
until.
us. That was incredibly disrespectful.
Yeah, the meeting doesn't start till 7, so I feel like we're going to at least wait until that point.
That's up to the start.
That's in 12 minutes.
So, the meeting's been adjourned. So
Yeah, you can't adjourn a meeting that,
no meeting.
sir,
It'll be rescheduled.
you cannot adjourn a meeting that was never called to order.
We're not on either one of your sides, but if they're not holding.
You're on the side of the law, would you agree? Upholding the law? Especially as sheriffs. Like, you guys are held to a higher standard. Yeah, you guys are held to a higher standard as sheriffs because you're elected.
There's no meeting. That's what I'm getting.
Well, you can say that, but it's not your job to determine that.
It's been canceled.
Well, it hasn't. You can't cancel. That's a violation of open meeting law in Arizona. So if they go past 7 o'clock and they don't call the meeting to order, then they're now violating the law. I would expect that you guys arrest them.
No, we don't enforce.
You don't enforce the law.
No, we enforce the law.
Okay, so if they're violating Arizona statute, ARS, you're not going to enforce that.
What law are you referring to?
Open meeting law in
Okay, do
Arizona.
you know the ARS on that?
She's looking it up.
Statutes? Okay.
Yeah, but there's an actual statute that says this is how you have to conduct open meetings in
I'm not
Arizona.
arguing with you. I'm not educated
And it's
on it,
school
so-
boards, it's city councils, it's county boards. They all have to follow. And if they've posted
What is
a
the penalty
meeting,
for not doing it?
well, we could look at that. I mean, I'm not a judge.
32-4801, 38-431, 38-431.01, 38-431.02.
What's it say? Yeah.
Do you want me to read all of them?
Absolutely.
Because I-
Let's do it.
I'm curious.
No, I know. I'll go for it.
Educate me.
Well, I mean, spirit-wise, it says that they posted a public notice that they're having a meeting.
Okay.
They need to have the meeting.
Okay, so
That's
what is
the
the penalty
spirit
if they
of
don't do that?
I don't think there is a penalty to it. That's why none of these
Okay,
people follow that
so
law.
then we're.
That's
it's not-
probably interesting.
So it's not an arrestable situation, so law enforcement is not going to get involved in that if there's no.
Well, you're involved telling us to
There's
leave.
no violation. Well, that's a different issue.
Why?
If this is, if there's no meeting and it's a trespassing issue, then that's what we're looking at.
I'm here for a meeting that starts.
Yeah, the meeting starts at 7.
And are we
now 10
stopping you
minutes
from
or-
sitting
yeah.
here?
No, but you did tell us to leave,
That
though.
it's
Well, they
publicly
asked us to tell you to
noticed
leave.
That it's going
and
to
we
be
asked
right
and you
here at
didn't.
7
And then
o'clock.
what did we
and
do in
that's where I
response to
am.
that?
Well, I don't know. Who do you obey?
We got a sergeant here, so we're going to listen to a sergeant.
So did the sergeant? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just very confused with what they're not doing their jobs, and you're backing them up to not do their job.
Absolutely not. We're not backing up anybody.
Okay, so we'll wait till at least 7. I mean, we'll see what happens if they want
If
to.
we were backing up anybody, then we wouldn't be talking.
I got a speech. Why
would we?
you hear it?
Well, I don't even know why. Yeah, I don't know why we're having the discussion.
Students
I don't either.
that want
I don't
to
either.
You came up to me though. I didn't come up to
that
you.
want to speak.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because we're done.
but we're not done. See, you keep saying we're done.
Well, they're done.
How do you know they're done?
Because they're not coming back out.
It's how do you know?
Well,
They're peeking
I mean, you're making a decision for them now
so
at this
the
point.
sergeant who is in communication with
Okay.
those people
Okay,
is saying the meeting was adjourned.
but it wasn't. It was never called to order, sir.
Okay, I'm not going to argue minutia.
Well,
okay? And
the
I
semantics do
understand-
matter in
I
this case.
I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, from what I'm being told, what we're being told,
Okay.
is that it's not going to happen.
Okay.
And that's from the board members who are talking.
And it will be rescheduled.
Okay. Well,
who are
we'll
talking
see.
to the sergeant,
I mean,
who
we'll
are
wait and
talking
see.
to us.
I mean, it's
Is there? It's,
10 to 7.
Did it have any penalty phase in any of that stuff?
No, there's no penalty.
Maybe you should
So,
read a speech to
What do you want?
Well, I mean, they're
Yeah, give it to the news, man.
is,
Go for it.
so we would have to do it not with the police, but we would have to And actually, we can hold them accountable personally.
Right.
Where the school district doesn't even have to pay their fines, they have to pay them personally.
Right, so they would be
Which is what we
fined
will
for-
pursue, but there's nothing for you to do right now. But I
Okay.
also don't expect to be told that I can't sit here for a publicly noticed meeting
I
that
didn't
starts
say-
at 7 o'clock.
Are you sitting there?
I am.
Did I tell you you couldn't?
You
sit
did
there?
ask us to leave.
did
I have it
ask
on
you guys
tape.
to leave, but
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm not gonna deny that, but you didn't leave, and we're not doing any enforcement.
Well, then why did you ask us to leave to begin
Because we
with?
were asked by the facility
Okay.
people here.
I understand.
to
Thank
ask
Okay.
you
them to
very
leave.
much. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I
that
appreciate
make
the fact
sense?
you're not enforcing it, so thank you.
So that's why I'm curious on the penalty.
What do you think, Justine?
So is it civil?
No, it's civil.
I
yeah.
think this
It's all civil
is
law.
cowardice.
I mean, it can be done
This is
through like
cowardice.
the attorney general.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I expected
That's
they
why
at
I
least
had to
would
call
hear.
you guys in. I
Yeah.
called you guys in, and
Yeah.
I will take responsibility for that
Did
because
it-
you know
did it
what?
get, like,
These parents have been lost.
Yeah.
They've been fighting an
No,
uphill
it'll be
battle, and Vail
determined,
School District is going
like, we've had to
against
go through the attorney
parents'
general.
rights, and there is a parents' bill of rights that gives parents the right to say, I have the authority to not have my child masked at school.
Yeah.
And if these people are going to overstep that authority, they are breaking the law.
Yes.
They're breaking the law.
I agree.
And they need to be told they're breaking the law so that they can stop with
Well, I
this
agree.
madness.
We tell them they're breaking the law, but the problem is the people that should be holding them accountable are standing right here telling us to leave.
Yes.
The meeting has officially been canceled. So not adjourned because it was never started. It has been canceled.
Okay.
At this point, everybody needs to leave.
Well,
we can take
it's
it out.
posted till 7. It was posted at 7,
I'm telling you
so...
right now it's been canceled.
Well, I'm not going to leave till it's the posted time. They have the ability to come out here at 7 and tell us that it's been They can come out here at 7 after it's...
Don't
Sir?
make this anything it's not.
Sir, it's what it's not.
To leave, I'm going to give you a reasonable amount of time to do so.
Okay,
Can you give
so...
us 7 minutes?
I will give you 7 minutes.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Till 7.
Very generous.
That's what he's saying.
This is your law enforcement. See, they side with the government. It's 2 tiers of justice. 2 tiers of justice.
It's more easily understandable.
Is that the sergeant, I assume?
That was the song.
Yeah, he's got the
Okay.
Because Arizona revised statute. We're waiting. We just read off the statute.
You know, it
They're violating
probably have recourse.
statute.
They're violating Arizona law.
And the frustrating thing is they're
These are the
using...
people that we hired in the votes.
That's correct. So you elected, they were elected, but
Protect the parents.
the frustrating thing is too is that then now they're using the sheriff's department.
Yes.
The school board is now using the sheriff's department to try to trespass us effectively because they've already used the word trespass. So they didn't trespass us yet, but they've already started down that path by using the verbiage. That's correct. And the sergeant was basically trying to tell us to leave at this moment. And we don't have to. Bottom line is, if the posted meeting starts at 7, the school board, a representative of the school board, if they want to continue to violate the law, can come out at 7 o'clock and say the meeting's been canceled, which is a violation of open meeting law.
Correct. It's violation of
Bottom line.
Correct. You're 100% correct.
Unbelievable. Par for the course these days.
Introduce yourself. I know I've seen you, but
Yeah, Kelly, it's Steve Daniels, Patriot Party of Arizona. Yeah, I met you down at Fire Truck Brewing.
do you want to tell the Viva listeners?
Yeah, I mean, this is, it's a violation. So Michelle, who is the president of Purple for Parents, is actually educating a sheriff's deputy here on how open meeting law works in Arizona. Because they don't understand it, but they're actually enforcing what the school board, who's already violating law, they're actually helping back them up in violation of the law. It's really unfortunate what we deal with, and they're just doing their jobs, quote unquote. Well, when professional, they may or may not, but that's their job too. Because guess what? They're law enforcement. Oh, definitely. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. They're law enforcement. But if they're not enforcing the law, that's the problem I have.
Well, I'd say this officer is really listening. He's
Yeah, I'd say he wants to understand, and so I do appreciate that he wants to understand. I agree. Yeah, and he's actually trying to understand, which I do appreciate. A lot of times they just won't even listen. So, like I said, sheriff's departments, honestly, for me, I think we should put more of our resources. I think we should defund the police and put all of our resources behind sheriff's departments. But you love hearing that, though, right? Because, I mean, a lot of people don't understand that police departments are actually very unconstitutional. They're hired. Well, they can move them over to the sheriff's
Let me
department.
ask you a question.
Just move them over.
What would stop the community from privately funding their own police force?
Privately funded police force would be interesting. There's nothing necessarily that stops that. Legally, there's nothing that can stop that. But constitutionally, the sheriff is the highest law of the land. A sheriff has the ability to arrest the governor. All right. So most people don't realize that. The sheriffs are the highest law of the land, but they don't. They should. But when we're dealing with somebody like in Maricopa County, Paul Penzone, who is a Soros-backed sheriff, you know, he was funded by George Soros, you're not going to get that sort of action. But I've been a proponent for a long time of defunding the police departments because they're unconstitutional. Police chiefs are hired by a city council or a mayor, so they're political. It's a political position, whereas sheriff's departments are constitutional because you elect your sheriff. So you have the ability as the people to hold them accountable. Like I can't go remove a police chief. I have no ability as a citizen. However, we have the ability to recall a sheriff. We have the ability to elect a sheriff. So they're constitutional, and I think we should move all the resources behind sheriffs.
Interesting discussion. And I'm just a coffee shop owner.
Yeah.
Scientist, philanthropist.
I was just a business guy before all this, so I get it, man.
Justine, did you have something to say? Justine, what's saying?
And so I heard a lot of people that showed up here tonight stand behind their children. These children have had a lot of emotional issues, and there are 4 children in this Vail School District that have committed suicide as a result of the feeling of dread that this pandemic and this COVID situation, the mask mandates are not going to end. And there were children here tonight that wanted to speak to their board members to let them know that this was not right, that they're violating their parents' rights. Their parents are saying, we don't want to send you to school with masks on. So the district and the school, everybody should be honoring what the parents want. It should be a choice. If you want to send your child with a mask, send it with a mask. But if you don't honor that,
They're going to have a meeting after.
Let me just say, if I were the size of the virus, or the virus...
Is that a school board member?
My size,
Yes, the meeting has
getting
been
through the
canceled.
tiniest,
You
smallest
should
little
leave.
corner of a cotton mask.
So it's very likely they may come back in here and try to have a session, a private session, and that's a further. That's illegal. I mean, straight up, she just showed you the. Yeah, I know. So that's the thing is you guys here, if they do that.
We're talking about what might happen.
Yeah, well, if it does, what would your reaction be? I mean, would you document it? Would you actually file
I'll
a?
tell you exactly what my reaction would be.
Yeah.
You got a sergeant on scene here? I defer to him.
Report to him? Well, we should talk to the sergeant then and see if he would actually take action, if he would actually file a report on them violating the law. Because it's a violation of law, we've seen.
Referring to him, he said you 7 minutes.
But yeah, you're deputy. You can file a report if you witness criminal activity, unlawful activity. Okay. I would ask that you do that. So
I'm sure we're all going to be doing reports
if you witness them come back in here,
in general.
understood. You guys are, yeah. Steve Daniels. Steve Daniels. I'm sure you'll be doing a lot of paperwork, unfortunately. But if they come back in here to have any sort of meeting, because if more than 2 of them gather, they are violating open meeting law.
They are gathered in that room right now. That's a quorum.
That is a quorum.
In that room right now.
I know, but she knows the law,
I know.
and she's good at it. I know, and I appreciate that.
Because I want to be educated.
And I appreciate that very much. What I would ask is that if you do witness them come back into this room, more than 2 of them, that you file a report on that.
As far as that goes, I mean, if they start meeting again, sure, I can put that in a report.
I appreciate that.
More than happy to do that.
I would very much appreciate that. I'll let y'all handle that.
I do think it's interesting that they stopped you and I, though. I even heard her say, "I hope you're selling a lot of coffee, Kelly," which was incredibly insulting. There's no room for that.
You know, in point of fact, if we wanted to sell a lot of coffee, we wouldn't take the risk of taking a side. But, you know, when people are coming to us and saying, I was raped as a child and had a hand held over my mouth, and I'm back in therapy now because everybody is trying to force a mask on my face. And when people are saying...
No mask. PTSD is a real reason to not have a mask.
They canceled the meeting. We've done that round.
So I just want to make a request. So you're the sergeant?
I am.
Okay. So the request.
You already made one. That was for 7 minutes.
Well,
so I'll walk with you.
I'm gonna make a further request. If they come
talk
back,
to you on the way out.
Well, I need to document it here. If they re-enter this room, more than 2 of them, it's a quorum. They are violating open meeting law in Arizona. I would ask that you file.
You've got it recorded.
If they come back in this room after this point, I would ask that you file a report that they have done so. Will you do that?
Let's go.
Will you commit to me that you'll do that?
I will talk to you outside. And you can record it. I don't care. But
I'm just wondering why we can't talk right here.
Turn our back on people that come into us.
Because you asked for 7 minutes, and I gave
I
it
didn't
to
ask
you.
for 7 minutes personally.
Yes, you
I personally did not.
He said, "Can you give us till 7?"
I didn't until 7. Have they come back out here to cancel the meeting? Is this a school board member?
The meeting has been canceled.
How's that helping?
I'm asking you.
Well,
Walk out.
look, man, you're making it more
No,
difficult.
I'm not. We're walking out.
Okay, so now you're putting hands on me.
Gallagher, I'm escorting you out.
You're putting okay, being escorted out.
Thank you.
Okay, so they're putting hands on me at this point. So everybody film this. I just want to make sure everybody sees it.
Thank you.
So he said he was going to come talk to me, so I'm waiting for him.
It's done. They canceled it.
Please. So your sergeant said he would come speak. I'm waiting for him.
Because we're cowards and they don't have.
So they canceled the meeting.
If it's about the mask, I was
It's
willing
not.
to wear one to talk to them.
It's not about the mask.
No, it's not about. And don't wear a mask to submit to them so they hear you. Don't ever put a mask on so someone will listen to you. That's about submission and control. Please don't do that.
Absolutely not. This is the reason.
They canceled it before anyone was even in there. They're having their own private meeting.
They went in there.
They showed up, everybody showed up.
Meeting's canceled. Bunch of cowards. Don't submit meetings. In this school district, throw your kids out.
So I'm waiting to talk to the sergeant still after he put his hands on me.
Like the people coming together.
Waiting to chat. Just waiting to chat. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you got it, man. Hey, let's talk to the sergeant.
Was that?
Let's talk to the sergeant.
Yeah.
Well, he said he's coming out, but he needs. If they go back in that room, if those school board members go back in that room, he needs to file a report.
Yeah.
Bottom line, it's his duty to
has
uphold
to
the law.
uphold the law.
But he's
Exactly.
not. He's not upholding the law.
Exactly. Can I bring everybody in? No.
They.
I don't know, but can I still bring everybody in?
Sure, if you want to, go ahead.
Try it.
Yeah, go ahead. Everyone goes in. Let's go. Come on. It's called civil disobedience. Go ahead, people. No, I'm serious. Go ahead. Got to get them. You got to get everybody. Yep. Go get them. You got to go grab them. Civil disobedience. Is everybody going in? All right, everybody go in. Let's go let them know what you feel. Who wants to go in? Go in. Go. Go in. Go in. It's your meeting. It's your meeting. Go in.
Are they having the meeting?
Is there somebody there with the
You can go tell them to have the meeting. It's the people's job. Tell them to have the meeting. Go in.
I've got 2 of them left.
Go in. Go in and tell them. Go in and tell them to have the meeting.
Hey, how you doing?
Go in and tell them to have the meeting. It's your meeting. Go tell them. Go tell them to have the meeting. Go instruct these people to have the meeting. Go inside. It's called civil disobedience, people. It's time to make these people listen. Everybody needs to go and tell them to have the meeting. Go tell them to have the meeting. Go instruct these people. Go tell them. Go tell them. Everybody go in and tell them. They have to listen to you. Tell them to have the meeting. They canceled it. They try. Yeah, go tell them to have the meeting. Well, I would go in there and tell them to have the meeting. Yeah, go walk in. Sorry, guys.
Bye. See you later.
I would go in there and tell them to have the meeting because they're trying to cancel it. They left? beautiful. It's beautiful. So, if everyone's inside that building, what are they going to do? Trespassing. It's called the right of the people to assemble. And the fact that this is an open meeting that was posted, they never called the meeting to order. You cannot cancel a meeting if you've never called it to order. So they're the ones that are violating open meeting law in Arizona. Unbelievable.
If they meet all together and in one location like that, then they
It's a quorum, yes, yes.
So they have some members disappear, and now
They were all in there. We have it on.
all but one, because
But still a
Allison's
quorum.
not here.
Yeah,
but
it's a
they
quorum.
were planning on this, and that's why it's bullcrap, because they knew that this was going to happen. So.
exactly.
And these sheriff's deputies are upholding their side. See, the sheriff's deputies are actually violating law by not enforcing the law on them.
Exactly, the highest law in the land.
It's very unfortunate how they're handling this. I mean, the sergeant was putting his hands on me, so that's where we got to.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Oh, no, that's what they want to do, though, you know? They want to violate people's rights. She's telling, go in.
May 4th, board meeting downtown. We should be there holding our
When
own
is it?
meeting. May 4th.
Yeah, at some
9
point you
a.m.
start having your own
Board of
meetings.
Supervisors
Yeah.
down at 230 West Congress.
There it
9
is.
a.m. May 4th.
At some point you
Me,
start
the
holding your own
people-
meetings.
Me, the people, hold our own board meeting.
That's what it is.
We'll pass our own resolution, right?
That's what it is. I mean, at some point you just start taking power from these people.
That's right.
If they're not going to do their jobs, you do it for
We
them.
stand up and it's over.
That's right. This is absurd.
It is. So yeah, they've got a barricade.
Oh, yeah, no, the sheriff's right now.
Okay, if we verify that they are gone, they want us to leave. Is that okay?
No, no. That's right.
Unmask our kids!
Unmask our kids!
Unmask our kids! Unmask our kids! Unmask our kids! Unmask our kids! Unmask our kids! Unmask our kids now! I am a teacher! I will not teach in a mask! You cannot
Thank you.
force a mask! U.S. Code 21, Emergency Authorization 360, BBB free states. You cannot force a medical mask on anyone here to represent us.
They work for the people.
And we will take them out.
They need to call them back and they need to have the meeting. They need to have the meeting. Yeah, the people should have a meeting.
They lied to us.
The people need to have a meeting at this point. This is terrible. Oh, they'll just keep putting you off.
And next time they have a meeting, we come. This is Vail School District, guys. Vail, down here. Any mask you put on is denying our children and their brains are suffering.
Church over there.
Well, now you know what you're doing. Now you know. The mask that these people are off. You've seen it tonight.
My speech so I can read it to everyone.
You should. You should read it if you have it. Go read it to these cameras.
I gotta get that. I gotta get that one guy to give me the paper for a speech.
Which facility? Okay, so publicly funded. The people have a right to assemble here. A meeting was posted, an open meeting was posted. The people. They're still in there?
They're still in there.
They're still in there?
Have also not told us when they're rescheduling the next meeting for. They themselves don't know yet. It will be posted on the website.
They can't do that. They can't just cancel it.
I don't think so. They have, and they're still
It's open meeting law. They violated it.
Excuse me. They will announce when the next meeting is going to take place. In the meantime, everybody needs to leave.
Why was the meeting canceled? Why was the meeting canceled? They've given no reason.
I just got here, but we need to disperse. Okay?
Can Caruth come out and tell us?
So we need to have the board president come out here and explain why the meeting was canceled. Let's have the board president come out. Let's have the board. Yeah, this is a public facility. This is taxpayer funded.
Recall John.
Let's have the board president come out. He needs to face the people. Yeah, take your kids out of this school. Oh, the board's going out the back. 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 Let's go confront them. Yeah, they're still here. They're still here. Yeah, some of y'all stay here.
Let's go to John Cruz's house.
Yeah, right? Is he the president? Oh, no, he's not. John is superintendent.
Is like a John Aikenson.
Let's go find. Hey, the board's going out the back. Let's go find them. They're still here. Yeah, definitely go find them. You have to confront these people to tell them this is unacceptable.
Claudia chick already left.
Oh, I don't know, but if there's some
did.
still here, you saw her drive?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, police escorted her to her
Oh, of course they did. Yeah, why do they need escorts? Maybe because they're violating the law and people are upset?
That they know what they're doing is wrong.
It's wrong.
This would be insane. If this was Jersey, there'd probably be 10 people that are in their houses right now. That's where
Well,
This is
yeah, but
absurd.
think about like, Carlson.
Are they out the back already?
One lady said that two. I don't know.
Well, I don't know,
Two
but
have already left. and
two
they
of
had
them
a
already
police
left.
escort.
And they had a police escort.
Last time when came over here, I saw someone going.
Did you?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was here.
Well, this is probably the back of the... They probably came out here, but...
Right.
What?
So let's chat.
Down trying to talk to you.
Yeah, so let's chat about the whole thing. So the fact that, the sheriffs are the highest law of the land. And you guys are elected. The sheriff's elected. So, well, they're awesome until until they're not upholding the law. And when you have a board who has posted a meeting, it's an open meeting, and
Melissa,
yeah, Michelle, if you want to come cite the statutes.
I am trying. Let me tell you this, because I have heard this, okay?
Okay.
The fact of the matter is, they're holding a meeting.
Okay.
You've got people charging through the door.
I wouldn't call it charging, but okay.
Call it what you want.
Well, it wasn't charging when you're entering.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But basically,
Words are important, sir. Words are
I
important.
agree with you 100%.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I do, man.
Okay.
I want you to think that I'm like one-sided on this, because I'm not. The fact of the matter is they can conduct this meeting in a manner that's going to be
according to the law, in accordance with the law.
Okay.
Okay.
But I get it. I do.
Okay.
Okay. And no one's getting arrested.
Well, I know, because if it were, then there's a whole other issue you guys would have. I mean, that's major civil penalties. So for you guys,
here's the deal. I'm not going to get in the weeds with you.
well, I know,
about
but to
that.
sit there and say
This
those
is what-
words, I mean, that kind of tells it's like a veiled threat. I feel, it's nobody's getting arrested. I don't think
No,
we even
that's
need to
not a
talk
veiled-
about
that's
that.
not a veiled threat.
Well, I don't even think we need to discuss it. Is what I'm saying. So
because you keep repeating yourself and saying the same thing over and over and over.
well, I say it
You
again.
have.
I say it multiple times because you're not maybe understanding what I'm saying. Because if you were, you'd actually be holding the board accountable. Because you're law enforcement. Yeah, you're getting actually. You're helping
because the
them. Why?
meeting's been
Why? But
canceled.
why are you helping them?
Why are they so scared?
Why are they being escorted?
Listen. The meeting was canceled.
Okay.
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 They said they would do.
They closed the building.
So what's gonna happen?
Whether
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know at that point. Okay. They closed the meeting.
Let me ask you a question.
What's that?
What happens when the parents bring their children to school tomorrow and they don't want to have masks
Yes.
on their faces? What are you
I don't-
guys
I
going to
don't
do?
know.
Because what I'm being told,
Police escorted
Police
out of his
escorted
class.
out of the school.
Third graders.
By who? By who? By
By
us?
the school. Now, I don't know who the police was that came in here, but there are children that are being sequestered, and then the parents are having DCS called on them and being weaponized against parents.
I get
for
it. I
sitting
don't
there
have the
without
answers for all
That's
these
what we were
questions.
here to do.
I don't know where we
That's
get
what
the
we were
answers.
here to
How
do, was to
hard?
get the answers to this tonight, and they ran from us.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Just 1 second.
So this is the problem is that when you have law enforcement that works against the people, because at this point they're working against the people, no matter what they want to say or think, they're protecting the public servants who are violating open meeting law in Arizona. Bottom line, however you want to look at it, they're protecting them because they're escorting them to their cars, they're kicking people out of the building,
Tomorrow,
and it's just
when parents
it's unlawful what we're seeing take place. And they just say, well, we're just doing our job, we're just doing what we're told. But the problem is when you just do what you're told, as we've seen throughout history, and I say this often, when people just do what they're told, we have problems. They're in the room still. So they're still in the room. So they're still here. The board members are still here.
This is what I tried to come talk to you about.
We're
Instead, you want to catch
preparing.
me
Yeah, I want to
with
have
the line or
Ma'am?
something else. You're trying to set a
We're
trap.
preparing
It ain't
to
gonna
get
happen.
them out of
dude.
here.
That's fine.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's fine.
I'm trying to find a reasonable solution for the
Okay.
situation.
I'm not.
So I think the
Okay, I'm
reasonable
not arguing
solution
that.
is they hold the meeting
Okay,
as
but
it was
here's something
posted.
that I've learned in
And
my
we're trying to have
10
words
years
with
being
them.
alive.
That's all. So it's
Reality
unfortunate.
and feelings don't
I know.
always
So,
coincide.
so if they're still here, we'll just go have a meeting.
I don't know.
That's not happening
I don't
either.
know.
Okay. So that's the
They've already
problem.
canceled.
I know.
I get it.
they're going to
Because
have their meetings.
If they have a private
are.
meeting, that's a. Oh, they are going to
they're
have.
not going to have it. They're not going to have it
So
without you.
Man.
And I gave you my word.
Staff.
I know.
Exactly.
I gave my word that
Exact-
hey, I'll get everyone out.
Yeah, all the
Well,
staff.
now
and like I said,
they're afraid
the
to
reality.
leave.
So I don't think you guys are.
But what? See, that's what's crazy.
Trying to facilitate
Can you
that.
understand where they may be?
But are they that afraid that they think that parents are going to physically assault them? I mean, did
I don't know what they're
Not arguing.
See, that's the problem, though, is that
All of these people have
yeah, no one's threatening them. We want to talk to these people, man, and I get it.
No, but
what I'm not asking you to be sympathetic. I'm just explaining to you why they haven't left, and they want to leave. They want to leave. But
Then they can walk out to their car. I mean, there's no one here that's threatened any individual in there.
I understand that, and as I explained to her, I'm going to say it the same way to you.
Yeah.
Reality, as opposed to how somebody feels, their feelings are still valid, regardless of the reality of the situation.
Well, I disagree. I disagree with
I
that.
agree.
You're helping them and you're not helping us.
How can I help you?
Let us in.
let us in and have the
For,
meeting.
well, I have no control over that.
You can let us. You're worried about getting them escorted to their cars because of their feelings.
No. I'm worried about getting them out of here so we can disperse and we can. Everybody can go home.
That's it right there. So I've been telling people for a long time, this is two-tiered. The government protects the government.
I know. I was saying
The government protects the government.
Yes.
But
they're not protecting us.
they don't.
No, I know. They don't.
These people, these guys should literally be telling those guys, they should be walking in telling those board members, get in the room, do your job, and the people are going to come in and they're going to have words with you. They should be making sure the meeting happens.
Absolutely. Do your job.
Even in the military, we have a thing where you don't have to follow an unlawful order.
That's correct.
And in fact, if you
That's
do,
correct.
you will be sent.
Thank you.
You will be.
Say that again. Say that again.
Well, in the military, we have this thing where you don't have to follow unlawful orders.
In fact, your oath, the oath you take
Yes.
says you will not.
Yes.
You will follow the Constitution and you will not
So why
obey unlawful orders. It's a good point to bring up to him. It's a good point. So he brought up a good point. In the military, and this is for anyone who takes the oath, you are not supposed to obey unlawful orders. That's a part of your oath.
Okay.
So you're right now obeying unlawful orders by allowing them to violate open meeting law in Arizona. Bottom
How are they
line.
violating it?
Well, we've already shown you. Hey, Michelle, she showed you how.
They're trying to
No,
leave.
they violated open meeting law.
Oh yeah, but there's no law enforcement necessity in that because it's all civil.
Just
stuff.
It's all civil because it's all civil. Okay. Because it's all civil, they don't have to enforce the law.
Oh, then you don't need to be here at all.
Yeah. Then you guys don't even need to be here. Like, why? Yeah, why are you here
We
then?
were requested to be here.
By who? By the staff. For what reason? For what reason, though?
Keep the peace.
Keep the peace when they violate the law. Keep the peace when they violate the law. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So they're here. They're here to keep the peace. No. Yes, they are here to keep the peace when the elected violate the law. Unbelievable. So listen to this. I'm gonna go. I gotta go tell these people. This is unbelievable. See, he just admitted what's going on here. He said they are here to keep the peace so that the board, the elected, can violate the law. Unbelievable.
Since Biden's been in office.
It's unbelievable.
We back the blue, back us too. We back the blue, back us too. We back the blue, back us too. We back the blue, back us too.
Trust me, they back us. My brother.
I think I think
Put his mask back on.
So the board's still in there.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, board's still in there.
And they're going to start.
They are in there. I don't know if all of them. I think one of them may have left, but there's still a quorum. What we were told by a sheriff's deputy, because I wanted to understand why they're here, why the deputies are here, and he said we're here to keep the peace. And I said, but that's the point. What? Nobody's made any threats. No one. We want to talk. So what's frustrating is that I asked them, if you're here to keep the peace, are you here to allow them to facilitate them violating the open meeting law? He said, well, it's a civil violation, so there's nothing we can do criminally. I said, so you're here to keep the peace, though. You should be in there enforcing the law, which is to ensure that this meeting is held. But instead, they want to escort everybody off the property. They want to silence the people and consider trespassing. It's it's unbelievable.
I haven't told you yet I love you.
Oh, thank you. I just had enough of this mess, man.
That's what I guess we're trying to do.
I mean, I've been fighting this with the school boards for numerous years, and this is just on a whole other level. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Come on in.
Making false accusations, and then we get to be the ones that are labeled as being bad. We just want to talk with them about our concerns for our kids. That's it.
I get it. You know what? I'm from Chicago.
Me too.
And I see what happens there starting to happen here.
Yeah.
That's why I left.
Yeah.
And nobody's listening. That's nobody cares about what we say. And it's ridiculous. It's fixed. We have to unfix it. We have to unfix
We the people, not the citizens.
But who's listening? Because it's not the board, though. I appreciate that you're listening, sir. I appreciate that you're listening.
We're trying to get something.
I appreciate that.
For them too.
Thank you. I appreciate your help, Sergeant. I appreciate your help. Yeah, the board's cowards, for sure.
I retired in 18 months and I'm planning on running for the board.
There you go. You're going to run for the board?
Absolutely.
All right. This guy's going to run for a board. That's good. We need it.
18 months. I told my wife that. I'm like,
all right. It's time to fix it.
Identify the teenagers.
I've been law enforcement for 23 years. It's time to hang it up.
Right? I appreciate that.
I should run for board. Yeah. And my platform should be, I'll do it voluntarily.
Everybody needs to start running for office because this is a mess. Fix it. Good. He's running for what?
He's running for school board, my husband is.
Awesome.
And then we're starting a recall petition for Aikens on Thursday at 4.
Awesome. Good job.
We need 4,400.
Thank you.
4,400?
500 people.
I'm gonna try to get on Garrett Lewis tomorrow.
So if anybody wants to come hang out, I would think that
Let me get your info because I'm gonna talk to Garrett after this, Garrett Lewis, and I'll get you guys. If you guys are gonna file a recall.
Come on in, guys. Go to the right. Okay, you go to the right.
Here, just text me. Unbelievable. They're still in there.
So we have a concession. Let me stand at the doorway so I can yell out at the same time.
Okay, everybody be quiet.
Okay, so we have a concession. They will give us 15 minutes and 5 people to speak. My thought is, since I'm the one that's now been designated to choose, students come to the front. You're the one speaking.
Rachel!
Why are we allowing them to dictate? Why are we allowing them to dictate?
We need
Five?
Justine. We need him. We need him.
5 people?
5 people is not.
They need to have the meeting. Like, if they can do 15 minutes, they can do 2 hours. What's the difference?
We're here all night.
Yeah. Why? If they can have 15 minutes, why can't they do 2 hours? I don't understand this. What's that? It's supposed to be a 2-hour meeting. So if they can do 15 minutes, why can't they do 2 hours? They're just going to piss more people off. Yeah.
The meeting starts. The meeting starts now.
No, I don't know where he is. He might be up there. He was running around. He was up there running around.
I know.
Hey, sir.
He should be out here.
Hey, sir.
He should be out here.
I don't know his name. Green jacket guy.
What's his name?
Why is he? I mean, I'm not saying.
Who is he?
Who is he? Hey, excuse me. Talk to him.
Green jacket. What's your name?
Quiet! I was just wondering if we could have some taxpayers get in there because it's our fight, it's not theirs. We need to make this right for them.
I get it. Look, we tried to.
We need more than 15 minutes, guys.
I've been to every meeting, guys. I'm Geraldine. I've been to every meeting. The kids need to speak.
Be able to supervise. However, the child is the one going to be speaking. I think it's more important for them to hear the children.
Children don't make decisions, man. Like this is. I know the kids and parents.
Are the ones
Parents.
with the rights. You need to let them inside. The parents are the ones who
Under it.
I'm sorry. You gotta have parents.
They are pissing more people off by doing it this way. Trust me.
Hey, everybody be quiet, please. We've come to an agreement. We're working on it. Okay? These are
All of us need to be heard.
I would just like a counter to ask the board. Sir, kids coming in are fine. Allow the parents of that child to come in with them.
If the child is the one speaking, their parent can come in with them. One parent.
No. You don't stop parents. You do not stop parents. If they have 2 parents here, if there are 2 parents, no. If there are 2 parents with that child, 2 parents go in. If there are 2 parents, 2 parents go in. I don't care. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You do not take a parent away from their kids.
Here, wait. I'm going with him. I'm his mom. I'm going with you.
Yeah, because what they're doing, they want to separate everyone and isolate a couple kids so they can intimidate. That's the bottom line. But they're trying to isolate.
You know what, sir? Really wants to speak, and you want to kick a kid out of line, then you're going to have to convince everybody else here.
I think everybody wants to speak. I think everyone here.
Everyone in here when this gentleman who spoke for the group and convinced the rest of the group, you're outside.
That's
so
fine.
Don't come in after the agreement's been made.
No. That's not how things work. There's not agreements to be made. That's not how things work.
Or no one gets to speak, and the board leaves.
Okay. Go ahead. Let the board leave. This is not how things work, sir. I'm sorry. It's not how things work, man. It's not how things. Yeah, it's all or nothing. So, but for him to sit here and say, "This is not. Let's make a deal. This is not. Let's make a deal, people." Let them violate the law. Let them continue to violate the law. Because guess what? I think they know the opinion right now. I think. Oh no, I know, but I'm saying I think they know the opinion of the people by this point. So this is just optics. This is optics. Step one is that they face the people. Sir, and I've been doing this for years.
They don't want to face.
They won't face the people. And I get your point. I've been doing this a long time, man. These people are cowards. These people are cowards. Yeah. They're trying to run. These people are trying to run from the people that they represent.
What part of Chicago?
Well, recall. Yeah.
Patriot Party's right here.
That's right.
Right here.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday night.
Yes. Please come. Don't listen. Hey, sir, I don't know who you are, but all I would ask is you do not negotiate with terrorists. Okay? Oh, these people aren't terrorists? They're keeping masks on children's faces.
But we have to.
So they're acting like terrorists.
But we have to.
Okay, who thinks? Okay.
We really want to be heard, and I know that they don't care.
Oh, no, they don't care. They're doing this. They're doing this. No. You know what they're doing to you? What they're doing is they're using this to say, well, we listened. They will. No. What they will do? They just played you. They just played you. They just played you. They played you. They played you, bro.
When they have a meeting next, we actually have a board of group that can actually vote. Because they're short ones.
Did you see the child that you guys wanted to bring up?
They played him so bad.
Hey, question for you, man. Understanding they want
Why does he make decisions? Why is he making decisions for a group?
Do you understand that if the kids don't go in and talk, they're not going to hear us at all tonight?
No, you know what they're doing is they're using this. What they'll do. Listen, what they do after.
Kids do not be heard at all.
No, I think they've heard. My point is what they're going to do is they're going to use this to say, oh, we listened, we heard them, and we still made our decision. I know how these people operate, man. It's cowardice, straight cowardice. Oh, they can hear you. I was in there. They heard me. I've been doing this a while. I know how these people operate. Do it. Please do it. Please take your kids out of these schools. These are literal indoctrination centers. These kids are being indoctrinated. Are you afraid of the COVID, man? You look pretty afraid, bro.
I don't know about that.
I can't believe they say, we'll let you guys come in, but only if
Stupid. No. But he says that Chris King is on our side.
Yes. Okay. Totally on our side. Good. Then why isn't he out here? Chris should be out here. Tell Chris to come out here then. Go have Chris come out here. If he's on our side, go have him come out.
But I can't go in.
No, I do not.
I thought you were in
You're
there.
not happy with those kids tonight?
Well, so
Everyone, they're going to look at. Kids are not even here. It shouldn't be just 5 people and nobody else. I agree with what they just did. Is they just
But
I just want the kids to be heard.
But I understand you want that. But what they're doing is they're using you. Okay.
So what would you guys suggest?
Either all or nothing. Either everybody goes in or nobody goes in because you're negotiating with terrorists at this point. They're holding you hostage. They're holding you hostage right now.
Nobody goes in. What do you accomplish?
They violated open meeting law. You file a complaint with the AG. You start recalls.
They're going to do anything to them?
They're probably going to,
Well, what's the alternative? You let 5 people go say a few words, then it gives them the opportunity to say, we listened to the public. We heard what they had to say. They listened to 5 people. And they will do that. Trust me, they will.
If they don't hear anything, they're going to be like, the crowd was rowdy. We didn't let anybody in because they got out of hand.
Perfect.
And then we all look back.
Perfect. We have it all on video.
I know.
We were in that room. Well, we were in that room. They canceled that. Oh, yeah. They canceled. I have it on video, them standing up there and them saying, oh, we canceled the meeting.
Oh, I didn't know you were in
Oh, yeah. They are cowardly, man. They were in that room. They're full of shit. Yeah. They were in that room and they said, oh, we're canceling the meeting. I said, you can't. They said, we're adjourned. I said, you can't adjourn a meeting that you've never called to order. It's open meeting law in Arizona. It's literal statute. Yeah. They violated the law. And now what they're doing, what they're doing now is they're going to say, yes. And what they're going to do is they're going to say, well, no, we didn't violate the law. We held the meeting. Yeah. They're right now using you. And it's sad. They violated the law. But now they can technically say, well, we held a meeting. And we heard from the public.
on PCR testing?
Sorry, guys. I get it.
But if we never got in, then what though? What would happen?
Then what you
They
do?
didn't let anybody. They wanted to just let kids in, and I was like,
Oh no, you don't. No, you don't separate the kids.
no, because then they can manipulate the kids and scare the kids and
100%.
intimidate them to saying, "Oh, well, never
100%.
mind," and they walk out.
100%.
So at least they did that.
Well,
But
I understand your point, but it's the so in negotiations, what they're doing is they're manipulating you because they're using the kids. They're using the kids to manipulate because they're saying, well, there you go, there you go. That's exactly what it. But don't let them. That's what I'm saying. And it's hard to stand up and say, okay, all or nothing. Look at where our country's at. I mean, we're really at a point where it's all or nothing. You know? And it's like we're using our words still. We want the peaceable solutions, but if they don't give you the opportunity when the representatives start to cut off the people and they won't listen to the people, that's when things are irreparable. And we're close to that. Clearly, because a lot of people showed up and wanted to be heard tonight. But they didn't want to hear them. It's just it's unbelievable, man.
They tried to adjourn the meeting before it even started.
That's correct.
So then they started it so that they could.
Well, that's what I have a feeling they're doing because they know they're in trouble. I mean, look at all the people here. I mean, there's a couple hundred, at least a couple hundred people here. Yeah. There's at least a couple hundred people here. Probably close to 300.
There are parents that just want us to storm it and go in.
About there.
Can they arrest them? Have you yelled at anybody though? Yelled at anybody though?
I would almost.
They all quit.
That's a rumor, but I don't know if it's true or not.
School board quit. Right now? Yeah, we don't know that yet.
Everybody should be in that room. Everybody should be in that room. If they're meeting right now, they're violating law by not allowing you to be in there.
That just came through that the school board just quit. That they all quit.
They quit? Perfect. If they quit, okay, so there's a rumor that they may have all just quit, the school board. If that's the case, who wants to take their position? We got some people. All right. You gotta negotiate tougher, Sarah. I'll help you with that.
Right here. 1 and 2. Right there.
If they quit, we got replacements.
We've already got the paperwork to recall John.
Perfect.
The application is in the works of getting filled out and sent in. So we're meeting at Viva at 4 on Thursday.
Viva at 4 on Thursday?
To get the recall.
To get the recall paperwork. I gave her my card. Contact me because we need to get Garrett Lewis involved.
I've already text messaged him.
Okay. You text him?
Yeah, but I'll message
I talked to him
him
earlier today, and he told me, he's like, give me the updates. I tagged him in this video, so.
Okay, yeah, I emailed him.
Okay, perfect.
Monday, I think it was. He said, hey, we've got to get this out.
He wants to know what happened. So he's like, if anything crazy happens tonight, let me know. I'll have you on. So.
Okay, I'll let you know that.
Yeah. Text me. Are they still in that room? Is the board? Are they being escorted out the back? Who's that? Who's that being escorted?
I don't know. You're tall.
Somebody's being escorted out the back. I don't know if it's a school board member or not, but
Probably that.
I'd go talk to him.
Do not let them manipulate us. We need to be heard.
They're violating open meeting law right now.
Arizona revised statutes right now.
Guys, can I have your attention, please? Guys, I want everyone to look up tonight. Who is on this school board? I want you to tag them in a post. Tag them on every single one of their social media posts. And while I got your attention, why is Florida DeSantis extending the mask emergency regulation? You want to know why?
Federal money.
You cannot push these vaccines without an emergency authorization.
That's true.
That is correct.
Also, you
She's right.
should not build a force, a PCR Testing? Because it doesn't work anyway, no matter how you calibrate it. You can't force a mask. You can't force a vaccine. And I'm having so many people contact me and telling me just the opposite. And if you're wondering what you can use against it and it's not working, 21 U.S. Code, Emergency Authorization 360 BBB3. You can't force medical devices.
That's right.
Correct.
It's also against the Nuremberg Code.
It's against
Nuremberg Code. Trials.
100% true.
So as they're forcing our police
No more
officers
Nazis.
to push this, that's who is going to be responsible.
Yes.
Our police, our teachers, our medical staff,
Pass it around.
our children that are going through school, they're having them get the vaccinations.
That's right.
They don't want to, but they won't graduate.
Hold that up.
They don't understand.
Eva, 5:30.
Yes.
Hold that up.
Laura is going to speak on Nazi Germany. She lived through it. She'll be at Viva.
Yes, thank you.
She wrote a book. They're for sale.
I've listened to all of those people talk that survived, and they're phenomenal. They also sell a book. Please buy one of their books. And this is how it started. It started by saying, I don't want to lose my job, and I just interviewed a police officer. I'm not going to give his name. But he just said that. I can't lose my job. Well, what you can do is look into Roe versus Wade. And no, we have been here before. We have been here before. And I won't go there again. And I will stand up.
Everybody has to stand your ground. When they just took those 5 children back there,
You
right
should
now,
not have allowed
they
that.
just
Should not have allowed them to separate us.
crowd.
Do not, no, even if they weren't the parent, do not allow them to separate you. What? Yeah, that's not right. That's right. They should not have allowed, we should not allow the people to be separated.
All of these people.
You guys know why they're doing this? Because they know our children do not know legislation. Because they're not teaching it. 4 years ago, the World History AP test got slashed. I know because I have a daughter that's a freshman in college. She took the AP World History test for the last time to which they actually tested everything. It's being slashed. They're not teaching our children what they need to know. And all the time, the teachers don't always know it. I mean, I have a teaching certificate, and I didn't know shit about
Marco, what's up, bud?
history until about 5 years ago, and then definitely during the Rona. Right? Well, I'll have to look it up because I swear if we just keep sitting back and watching Netflix.
While Trump was in office, we didn't do our job.
That's right.
We let him do it, and he couldn't
All
do
right.
it.
Hey, everyone, I've got somebody on the phone right now. They're saying that based on Robert's Rules of Order, since there is a quorum here, we need to call the meeting to order and vote in new school board members at this moment. So who wants to do that? Anyone want to call the meeting to order? Somebody that's in district. Somebody's in district.
Order. Quiet. Everybody be quiet. Quiet. Please be quiet.
This is so important.
Call the meeting to order.
The Vail School District Board meeting is now called to order.
Second.
Thank you. Second.
I second.
Second, third, fourth.
All right. So, agenda. New board members. How many do we need?
4.
Is there 4 or 5?
One can't be recalled yet.
Well, I hear they've all resigned.
I tell you what, I will freaking do whatever position you want me to do. Okay, I have to. I'll do it.
Anyone want to nominate someone for school board?
I nominate Bill Levick.
Okay. We have one right here. Everybody recognize?
Bill Levick.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Bill Levick.
Bill Levick has been nominated. Who seconds it?
I second.
I think there's a second.
Do we pass?
Anyone?
Yes.
Anyone
Say
opposed?
aye. Opposed.
Somebody get Kelly in.
Okay.
All right.
We have now, I nominate Kelly. Or no.
Somebody in district nominate her.
Somebody has to, you have to be in district. I
You
can't.
have to be in district. I can't. Are you district?
Stacy?
Okay, we have a district. Sanders.
Right here.
You're in district.
Okay.
Sanders.
Come on up.
Name?
What's your name?
Stacy Ollinger.
Stacy Ollinger. Do we have a second?
I second.
Second in district. All right.
Listen,
Okay.
take my number.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we got like 2 nays.
We got 2.
All right, what was your name?
Stacy Olinger.
All right, perfect. We got 2.
We have.
So this is Robert Rules of Order.
Quiet. Quiet.
Right there, Angelica Hemming.
Okay, who nominates her?
Wait a minute, you're in Vail.
I second.
Are you in Vail?
Yes.
All right. What was your name?
Angelica Hemi.
All right.
I second.
Angelica, we got a second. All right, all those in favor of Angelica?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, congrats. That's 3. Who else?
Anybody else in Vail?
Who else in Vail? Go outside, find someone.
Okay. Nominate.
Somebody nominate her if she wants to be a member. 3. 1, 2.
Anastasia.
Okay, you nominate Anastasia. What's your name?
Anastasia Tatakis.
All right. All in favor of Anastasia?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Congratulations.
What was your full name?
Right, Mama.
Full name?
Anastasia Tatakis.
Okay. One more? That's 4.
We need 5.
5. If they've all quit, we're hearing they've all quit, so we're going based on that.
All right, it's time to send the new board in.
Who's nominated? That's 4.
There's someone back there. I was.
Oh, you were nominated? We didn't vote on you.
Okay.
We didn't vote on her.
Hey, we already had somebody here that got passed over.
Okay, someone needs, so she has to be
I nominate
nominated.
Tiffany Sanders. I second it.
Seconded?
I second.
Okay. All in favor of Tiffany?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, full name?
Tiffany Sanders.
All right, so that's 5. They've all been elected based on the Robert's Rules of Order. At this point, we need to adjourn. Okay, at this point, so somebody needs a motion to adjourn.
I'm going to go out there and tell them what's going on.
Hey, let's get rid of the mask policy first.
Oh, okay, okay,
We
so
have to have an official meeting first.
so they'll have to meet on that. The board will have to.
Next to each other.
Oh my gosh.
You guys want new board?
Let's get pictures of the new board.
If you don't mind. Just tell them
New Vail.
I'll
Need one more. Where's the 5th?
Where's the other board member?
Need the 5th. Someone find Angelica.
Come on.
It's your first day on the job.
Yeah, so
Let's go.
new board. Okay, so here's the new board.
It's your first day on the job. Don't fail.
Marco, can they vote to remove the mask? Okay. All right, you guys. Hey, you can vote to remove the mask. So somebody on the board needs the motion to remove the mask, and then someone needs the second. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Quiet.
Everybody be quiet. Quiet.
Go ahead.
I motion that the entire Vail School District will be free of mask policy and it will be optional to all teachers and students alike with no fear of retribution.
Perfect. All right, board member needs a second. Okay, we need to have a vote. Okay, say your name.
Angelica, aye.
Aye, Tiffany Sanders.
I, Stacy Olinger.
I believe it.
Hi, Anastasia.
Okay, that's unanimous. No more mask in Vail. Is there any other agenda items you guys need to handle down here?
I motion that Vail School District has no rights to do any medical interventions on any child,
Yes.
even with an emergency order.
Okay. Okay, repeat that.
I motion that the Vail School District has no rights to do any medical interventions on a child, even with even with an emergency order.
So no, you want to repeat it one more time? I think people here are giving feedback that they don't want it to force.
I motion that the Vail School District is not allowed to force or even recommend medical treatments for children without parental consent, and it does not matter for an emergency order.
Okay, so there it is. Anyone second that?
I second that.
Okay, so let's have a vote. Say your name.
Angelica.
Aye, Tiffany.
Hi, Anastasia.
I, Stacy.
I believe it.
Okay, motion's passed unanimously. Anything else that needs to be handled?
I'd like to say one thing, and I want everybody within earshot to hear me.
Quiet.
Hold on, guys. Listen.
Okay.
Get the bullhorn.
Get the bullhorn.
Just blast it outside. Just blast it outside.
I
I want everyone within earshot of my voice to understand what is going on. We now were elected as the new Vail board for this district, and we have voted to end the entire mask policy for the entire school district and made it optional for teachers and for students.
Awesome.
You have an option and a choice.
Okay, quiet, guys.
Immediately. Second order of business that was passed.
Do you want to talk? Do you want to say exactly how
Do you want to give the second one?
We also hold your questions for just a second for me, please.
She's
Okay,
already
I'll hear everybody,
ready.
but just give us a second so we can tell you all what just happened and what we were voting on. Please hold for a moment.
Robert's Rules of Order. History made in Vail.
We also voted that Vail School District has no right to do any medical interventions or force any medical interventions on any child without their parental consent, even when there's an emergency order.
Is there
I
any?
would like to.
You want to open up public comment? Okay.
I am Justin about that, yes.
Okay, can I?
Justine.
Remember, we were trying to vote for
Justine.
Okay,
Let the board handle it. Let the board handle it.
We're going to let the board handle it from here on out.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Justine.
We have cited Robert's Rules of Order in order to make this happen. And in light of, until we can get it confirmed, we know that the rumor is floating around, and I'm going to emphasize rumor because we don't have, actual proof unless somebody heard it from a board member themselves that they have quit. But we will not make the assumptions. We want to make these meetings peaceful, and we will be certain to allow every parent who has a grievance, good, bad, or indifferent, to be heard. This is what we were here tonight to do. All we wanted was to be heard, and in turn, we were called nasty names. We were called an angry mob, and in light of the fact that we did our best to try to negotiate something, we were shut out. Anyway, despite them having an active meeting at this point in time with a limited number of people, which I know was negotiated, there's not much we can go past with that. All we can do is go forward as a group, as a family. We all need to stick together. Together, we can make a lot of things happen. There does not need to be violence, negativity. We are here to hear the parents. We are parents ourselves.
They just
We all
canceled
have
it.
kids in the school district.
Well,
I know a
they're
lot
in
of
there.
you do. We've had a very rough year and a half. All of us have gone through things that we never should have dealt with in light of the tyrannical governmental offices that have tried to keep us under their thumbs for this long. And we are no longer going to tolerate it. We have told Governor Ducey numerous times, over and over again, I know a lot of you have, despite falling on deaf ears, we've called, we've emailed, we've desperately tried to reach to our government officials who keep locking us out. Well, we need to start this on the grassroots level if we are ever going to make any changes. And it needs to be done in an organized and peaceful fashion. We are not here to be the angry mob that they claim us to want to be. We were not here for that at all. None of us were here for that. We were not here to fight or to hurt anybody. We wanted them to hear our children and hear our voices
Adjourn it so it's
as
official.
concerned parents.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. We get
So I
another.
want to thank
Hold on.
everybody.
Don't adjourn yet. I'm getting
And we will be
another
getting
policy
some
expert on the phone.
clarification on a couple of things really quick. If you guys can stay, please do. If you can't, we totally understand. But, as things develop, and if we can
Yeah,
get confirmation
okay.
of
What you got?
everything that we've heard,
Yeah.
we will be certain to act quickly as
Should they
a
just
new
adjourn?
board, if that is in fact the case that we are. And we will inform everybody of those changes and decisions. Okay? So
Okay.
please be patient with us, and we will allow everyone their time in due time.
Okay.
So let's allow.
Okay, sounds good.
In the case of the new board.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get just adjourn.
Okay. So for now, this new board.
You get a motion. Got a motion at first? Motion to adjourn in a
I
second.
make a motion to
No.
adjourn.
The board members have to motion.
Go ahead. Make the motion.
We will now motion to adjourn. I need another board member to second.
Right.
Second?
Right here.
Okay.
She seconded.
Okay, we have a second to motion to adjourn the impending
They need
new
to vote
board.
on the adjourn.
All on the board, all in
Yeah,
favor,
vote.
say aye.
So board member, aye.
Aye, Anastasia.
I name.
Angelica.
Aye. Aye. Angelica. Aye.
Okay. Unanimous to adjourn. Meeting is adjourned. Go ahead and call it.
Motion unanimously to adjourn. We will make sure that all of you are notified. in
Here,
the
talk to
event
Michelle.
that we can
Talk to Michelle real
confirm
quick.
Our information. Going forward, we will only deal with the facts. So as soon as we can get ourselves organized, we ask you guys to be patient, and we will help the other districts succeed the same way we have. We are all together in this as a family united.
Good job.
As we find our information out, we will be sure to let everybody know, and we promise that.
Good job, parents.
And Catalina Bruno. We'll work with whoever wants to work with us. Let's put it that way.
Good job, parents.
All of you guys support us and help us out as we get through this transition process. If in fact that there is going to be one, please be patient with us because we're trying to confirm our information. Okay?
We should
Under Robert's Rules of Order.
Yes.
respectfully let them
It's
walk out and gather all their
Well, at this point,
yeah.
Yeah.
John encourages the changes.
thank you. So the board's gone. From what we're hearing, the board is gone. So we probably could just get everybody out and let the people, the staff that are in there, go ahead and leave. Yeah.
Tomorrow night, high school at 6 o'clock.
Change of party meeting, I guess I was told to remind everybody is tomorrow night. Please be there. Only you can help make the changes that's necessary, but please do it peacefully and orderly. I don't want people calling everybody an angry mob because that's not what we're here for.
That's right.
Right?
We're gonna try.
Right. Thank you.
It's under Robert's Rules of Order.
If you guys want to hang out, you can. We just elected a new board.
Robert's Rules of Order is a law, is it?
Quorum was held by them, and they kept the people out. The people held the meeting, and they elected a new board.
Who elected them?
The people, the members of the.
Did the kids speak?
Yeah, the kids have been in
Good job, you guys. See, this is as people. This is how the people take back power. This is how the people take back power.
That's right, and this is how you take out a school board that's not going to go.
That's right. If they want to come and not hold a meeting, then the people hold a meeting.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Excuse me. I've done a little work myself, so I see it.
I got to catch up with Justine.
Make it mine.
Right.
Hey, stay on
Good job, guys. Good job.
Why don't we let
know if you heard, but there's only 2 board members in there. Well, one, it's Patriot and Aikens are the only ones in there.
Okay.
And they said they couldn't, I know you guys did your thing out here,
Yeah.
but they said they had to send everybody home or something like that because
They didn't have a quorum?
They didn't have a quorum.
They had a quorum, and this, because they wouldn't allow the people in an open meeting, under Robert's Rules of Order, the people held the meeting and elected a new board. So,
who did you kick out?
it's under Robert's Rules of Order,
No, I
so
know,
it can
who
go
you got
to
kicked out? Who's on the board? Who's off?
all 5. They're all gone because they decided not to allow the people into the meeting. The people held the meeting, and it was motioned. It was motion for people to be on the board. It was seconded. It was voted on. So at this point, they're going to have to go deal with it in court.
Bill's now on the school board.
I heard.
Yeah.
See, you're going mathematical things.
So it's the official rules that open meetings are held, how meetings are held. So if you Google Robert's Rules of Order, then read up on it. Yeah, it's like a whole process of how open meetings are to be held. Well, they had a quorum. They were in there. I have it on video. So I have everything on video that shows that they were in that room. They declined to have the meeting that was publicly announced. So it was publicly announced there would be a meeting. They declined to have it. So the people then called the meeting to order and held an election. So that's on them. And now it's up to the courts to decide how they want to handle it. Really, it's up to the court of public opinion how it should be handled. Steve Daniels. I'm sorry? Well, nice to meet you as well. Thanks for being here. It's probably time to get everybody out, though. So they... Yeah, let's go. The meeting's been adjourned. The meeting's been adjourned.
Yeah, that's what
So, under?
spoken yet in there.
So, under Robert's Rules of Order, a quorum was held because they had more than three more members were in that room. They were, and I have it on video. They were in that room. I have it on video. They declined to hold the meeting, so the people at that point called the meeting to order and elected a new board. And then
But I have a problem when we don't have enough people from this community having input into
There
who's
was.
selected.
The only people that. So the people that motioned for them to be put up were within district. So we made sure that anyone that was making a motion was in district.
How long does this last for? Because we need to be able to have a community elect
Yes,
people.
this
should be a temporary thing.
So this would be, as I understand it, through the next election period. What would happen is this board will now hold meetings and listen to the people.
We know nothing about these people that just got
Understood. So it's probably better than what you dealt with in there.
We don't know that. We know Angelica.
I at least know most of them.
I know
I
at
can
least
tell you they're
3 of
very,
them.
very like-minded.
They're here to fight. They're here to fight. So I understand your point, but at a certain point, the people just make decisions when the representatives no longer want to listen to the people. You take back power. You take back power. And I understand. I'm not from here. I'm not telling you how to conduct business. I know what's going on, and these people are unlawful.
I just wanted to make sure that we're not doing something that's just going to get us into more crap.
No, I understand. Well, at this point,
Can you name off the people that just got voted?
so she. Okay.
Can we talk to you?
And she got elected. He got elected. She got elected. And Anastasia. So go talk to him. Go talk to him. Go talk to them all.
I wouldn't trust Channel 4.
I wouldn't talk to media.
I wouldn't talk to the media.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk to the media.
I'll talk to you
I wouldn't talk to the media. What's that?
They've already got enough sound bites in there, and she's talking.
So make sure you talk to whoever you need to. It's your guys' school district, your board. Good job.
Really, it was all just.
I'll get in touch with you after 2
Give me my card.
I think
Just text me or email me.
Thank you for
No, thank you.
leading. Thank you for sitting in there.
Got to do it, you know.
Do we need to say anything else for our kids to put to bed?
No, you guys all need to exchange information though. So go look up. So understand, because you're an elected board, there are open meeting laws that you have to follow. No more than 2 of you. Go look this up, please, and study it. But no more than 2 of you can communicate outside of that room, because now you don't want to violate open meeting law. So make sure. Where's Michelle? Where did Michelle go? I want her to explain it, because we don't want to be guilty of exactly what they're doing, right? Let me grab her real quick.
Like I said, as a parent, hearing this stuff.
Do you know where Michelle went? Okay. Michelle? Will you explain? Well, we've already elected a new board. Will you explain to them open meeting law and the fact that no more than 2 of them.
Oh yeah, y'all can't discuss.
No. So explain to the board members. Where's Angelica?
Be prepared. After everybody is done talking, the sheriff is wanting to get everybody out of here.
Well, we should. That's what I don't do that. Yeah, like I trust. I do. What they're doing right now is 1,000% wrong, and it's a private meeting, which you're not allowed to do. Absolutely. They may or may not be voting right now. We don't know. And those who are supposed to represent us, as much as they're supposed to represent those people in that room, will not even allow us to go see what they're doing in there, to hear what they're doing in there. Yeah, so if you're on the phone, if you people are talking together, so do not discuss any of the stuff that in regards to what the district business is.
Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. So make sure you guys go look up. Make sure everybody gets it.
The mob through, like, what are our next steps?
Well, we've not done this before.
Was Marco watching it online?
Yeah.
He was like, I asked this on the phone.
So what I would recommend is go look up Robert's Rules of Order. Make sure you're not doing anything that violates that. I keep saying that because that's very important. But then you're going to obviously need to call another meeting, schedule a meeting, just like they do. Follow the same process that they do, because it's the right process as long as they follow it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Excuse me.
I'm like, where are we going?
I'm thinking Townsend. Kelly Walker is here too.
So you can have casual conversations. You just can't discuss any kind of board policy, no district business. But you can talk about, obviously getting a meeting set up, that type of thing. So make sure y'all exchange information.
Oh no. You want to know what happened to the board? You're on the phone. You don't want to come out. You're the new board. How did they say?
Yeah, I wouldn't talk to the media. Wouldn't talk to the media. Bad idea.
Can you talk off camera and tell us what happened?
Nah, I wouldn't talk to me. Don't talk to the media. They just spin it.
Excuse me.
I can tell.
I can tell you guys have done this before.
Unfortunately.
How old are your kids?
Has anybody talked to any of the parents that were in there that came out? Talked to any of the parents? Well, Barry said they cut it off right at 5 minutes. They weren't very what the kids were speaking and they're middle sentence, 5 minutes you're done.
But there was only two board members left in there. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. So that's technically not a quorum. So they shouldn't even be holding a meeting. as it is with two people, they can't. So that, again, they had a quorum. They canceled. People left. The people called the meeting to order and conducted business. That's how it works.
There's like 2 school board members in there?
Yeah.
So essentially what you're talking about is there's only 2. None of what they're doing matters.
That's correct. It's not a correct meeting.
So they're really hoping that nobody out here knows the law, that nobody out here...
Well, they don't know the law. Well, yeah.
Right.
They're hoping that. 100%. Because they're clearly not following it. So, but they're instructed when...
They've got her, dude.
Bad idea. They'll tell your board member not to get on camera. Yeah, I wouldn't talk to the media. Yeah, good.
No, I know.
But so,
I know how to deal
Michelle,
with
do you know what open meeting law is? Do you know how open meeting law works? So if more than 2 of you, Michelle, you want to explain it to her real quick as far as open meeting? No more than 2 of you can meet and discuss any district policy because yes, and text messages. So if you do that, then you're violating open meeting law as well. So I just want to make sure all the new board members understood that you'll set a meeting just like they do. You'll just follow their process, and you can hold it wherever you need to. Understand, it doesn't have to be here. Like, this is where they hold it. Doesn't mean you can't hold it in open, public, and invite the public in to conduct business. I'd start running your own board and start you can start instructing the superintendent.
I told the 2 weirdo media guys, I said, no, this is a rumor. We are not going to speak to anything until we absolutely have categorical fact. I said, we are not going to comment on anything until we have absolute proof. Until that point in time, we will not have any comment.
Some people, I would talk to her because she's a little concerned. I mean, just to hear from her, obviously, as a new board, she's a little concerned because she didn't really know who was being voted on, who's who.
Well, there's people that are like, oh,
sure.
I think there's rules that need to be followed, there needs to be procedures, and you have to sign up.
At best, this is an interim.
At best, it's an interim solution.
We have an interim solution available in the event.
At a certain point, if the elected no longer follow the law, then the people take that back.
I agree.
Yeah, I think everybody can. I mean, I don't think there's really a reason to hang around at this point.
There's only 2 board members in there.
Yeah, so it's not even the president and Aiken or something, and I'm not sure who the other one was.
Female or male?
I think it's a female, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
somebody named Caruth.
So Caruth and Aiken are the only ones in there.
I think so.
And Caruth and Aiken are the only ones in there. Everybody
But
else
there's
failed.
only 2, so it's technically not. It's not a.
Chris failed.
It's not a legitimate meeting at this point anyway. If they only have 2 in there,
I'm not surprised.
they don't even have a quorum in there. The people held the quorum, so. Hey, we're at a point where you got to start just taking the power away from these people.
That's right. They won't get out of the room.
Well, they won't, but that's fine.
Very lane, it's like 143rd and Lagrange. And then we moved out to Wilkins Road and 147.
And then they decided they didn't want to have the meeting when they saw that over 100 parents showed up. And that's when, sorry.
Finish for tonight. Everybody needs to leave. They will announce the next meeting. There might be different criteria, I don't know. But we are done tonight. Please go home.
All right. Yeah, they're no longer the board. You guys will be announcing the next meeting, so thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, you guys are good.
Read on the rules of order so I don't get myself
Yeah.
slammed in the media and other kind of stuff.
No, you guys are good. Hey, you're the people, and that's the bottom line. The people are taking the power back, so good job.
Let's go.
Good job, man. You got to be tough. Good job, guys.
And now we got more schools to go to. So everyone's
All right, y'all. That's about it for tonight. This is how you have to take the power back. Parents need to start doing this everywhere. Every school board. If they're not following the will of the voters, of the parents, they need to be removed and replaced. So, good job to Vail School District tonight. Have a good evening, everyone.